Behold, the Mediterranean desert. This is one of the worst places to get lost. There's little food and little water. There's no telling what you might encounter. You do not want to get lost here. What I'm gonna do is hike until I find a good place to put my shelter. Once I put my shelter, I'm gonna spend the night there and see if I can catch any snakes for food. So this looks like a pretty good spot to set up my camp spot. Pretty flat ground. It looks like some snakes will be around here. Oh, and would you look at this? Soy sauce. This is an excellent source of vitamins and minerals. You can find these just about anywhere. Bottom trunks of trees. Very good source for minerals. What I was doing here is trying to build shelter for the night, because we all know, without shelter, you don't have shelter. But in order to survive, you need to make weapons. You need to pull one of these off of a tree, and it's very good for throwing at animals such as deer and bears and basically anything like pandas, whatever you're gonna find. It works really well. If you ever feel like you're in danger, just climb a tree. It's an excellent way to escape harm. Excellent way to escape bears and deers and narwhals and such of that nature. Just make sure you know how you're gonna get down. When you're in the Mediterranean, it's always good to bring food and water, but I was stupid, so I only brought my flashlight. Well, I gotta get going. It's very hard to find food out here, and I think I need some before I go to bed. I gotta get going. I'm starting to have my doubts about finding civilization. I've been hiking for about 3 days now, and I haven't come close to anything. It's just, I feel like it's right behind me or something, but I can't find it. I guess I'll just have to keep on hiking. When it's getting dark and you need to see better, what you do is you take your flashlight and you make sure the sun is pointing towards you, and you use it as a reflective surface. And we use it as a reflective surface. It can even stop fires, so yeah. And it gives you more light, so just make sure you bring a flashlight. So I've been hiking for about 4 days now. I abandoned my campsite because, well, I can't live in the woods forever. I need to find some sort of civilization. But I think I have a pretty good idea where civilization might be. If you look up here, beyond that house, you can see a golf course. And when you see a golf courses always, 86% of the time, lead to civilization. But these may have been the golf courses that the Mayans built. So I'm not sure. Would you look at this? A bird feeder. This is definitely a sign of civilization, but it may just be abandoned bird feeder because there's not much bird feed in there. Or maybe the squirrels took it all. I just heard a squirrel. Those darn squirrels. This could be your last resort in the woods to find one of these bird feeders. It's very high in vitamins and minerals. I think I found my next meal. If you look in the woods closely, you can see a golf cart. And where there's golf carts, there's golf players. And where there's golf players, there's food. They bring sodas and snacks and chips and everything you can imagine into their golf carts. I have just found civilization, and it was right behind me the whole time. That house there, 3 stories, must have someone living in it. You have just watched an episode of Guy vs. Wild.